He says, we were talking about how important it is to do the right amount of ishtadlut and the right amount of positivity to have, which brings to you blessing. And we said how no matter how much a person works, if it's too much ishtadlut, it's not going to add to how much money a person makes. He should realize he has to do ishtadlut, the right amount, and just because you add more doesn't mean you're going to just putting more effort, adding more hours, overtime does not automatically mean you're going to make more money. So he says, how many times do we see that a person he says a lot of times people add thinking they're going to get more, they add more effort, ends up being that they then add bracha, it rather took away from them, it made things worse. He says, like the story in Masechet Sukkah, how Shlomo HaMelech, he saw the Malach HaMavet, he saw the angel of death, and he said the angel of death was sad. He asked him, why are you sad? He says, there's these two people that you have serving you, I need to kill them, and I can't kill them. So Shlomo HaMelech got nervous, and he said, these two guys have to die, I have to save them. He wanted to send them to the city of Lod. Lod is special power of the city of Lod, that over there nobody died. So if you were able to be in the walls of the city, you were protected from Malach HaMavet. So he sent these two guys to the city of Lod, ended up being, he saw the Malach HaMavet afterwards, and he was happy. He said, why were you happy? He says, finally I got to kill those two guys. And I killed them, and the decree was they had to die in Lod. So I was waiting until they came to Lod to kill them. So Shlomo HaMelech said, the plan I had to save them ended up being what killed them. So you see how a person, he plans, and you don't realize sometimes how you put yourself in the situation where you lose, thinking that this effort that you're putting extra is going to set you up for something great. You end up setting yourself up for the negative. So a person has to know Hashem's plan is what's first. A person doesn't know how much adding more effort will really be better or not. There's a story somebody told me how he had a certain watch he sells watches. He had a very hot watch, and he thought that he's going to be able to make ends meet by selling this watch. He said, don't worry, I got everything covered, and for sure somebody's going to buy it, I'm going to make money. Ended up being, the whole week, he didn't sell it. End of the month was coming, he had bills to pay. He says, how am I going to make parnasah? Why is nobody buying this watch? Then all of a sudden, after praying and learning and getting the zuchuyot, getting merits, someone calls him and says, hey, do you have such and such a watch? It's an old watch, nobody buys this watch. He's like, actually, yeah, I have this watch. He opens his drawer, you know the drawer where you have all the tchotchkes, all the stuff in your office, where there's a screwdriver, random tape, stuff. That's where he kept that watch, like as if that watch wasn't important and he's never going to sell it. And they ended up making the same amount of money he was supposed to make off the other watch, he made it off this watch. He told me afterwards, he says, you see, it's not your ishtadlut. I tried my ishtadlut the whole week to sell this watch. I fulfilled the decree of putting in an effort. By the sweat of your brow you will eat. Hashem showed me it's not your ishtadlut. Look, you made your money from something you didn't even try to sell. You put in the effort here, it's not your effort that brings the bracha. I give you the bracha. And he proved it to me black on white. He made me sell something I didn't even try to sell, and that's how I got my parnasah. I had to put an effort. I put effort somewhere, but it's not effort that directly correlates to the bracha. He says the same thing by health, by refuah, by doctors. He says a person has to realize it's not the effort. It's not necessarily only the doctor that heals you. It's Hashem who heals you. The doctors are messengers. Hashem has to give them permission to heal you. Just because you find different doctors, different opinions, different procedures, different solutions, doesn't mean you're automatically going to get us to the right solution. Hashem has to decree that you should be healthy. And therefore a person should have faith and put in the right amount of effort. And therefore, with that, by believing in Hashem is the one who gives and not the effort, we'll all be able to get the bracha and that's tzlacha that we all need in our lives. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. Amen.